This is the championship game in the Big Ten Conference. A precious trophy with a long tradition to battle for here. But also a game that's been a launching pad into the college football playoff. Welcome, everyone, to Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Colts here in Indianapolis, Indiana. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short game.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Extending the play now. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And the ball is picked off. Not much on the return, but it will set up the offense at the 35.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
The offense starts with excellent field position. They're going to the air on the first play. Quarterback delivers quickly, a receiver on the screen. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made in space. Look out. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. 1st down from the 15.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
The Buckeyes are in the red zone. clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense shoots itself in the foot. It's 1st and 15. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Wants to throw it. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. You just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
Sack sets up 2nd down. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game. He's able to do that right here.
So now on comes the field goal unit. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. He got it. The field goal's good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid game.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past. We're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
Ball moves to the 37 on the gain. It's 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Pryor. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
A play action, looking to throw. Blitz and a quick sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. And now they'll run it on the draw. And they stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. So the drive begins backed up at their own 5. Tough spot. They're going to run it here. As the first down is still going. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And in first down, they go right back to him. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped into the field. We're ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on a screen now. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Here's the second down play. Running back takes the handoff. Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
1st and 10 now for the offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
A completion sets up a second down play. Now they call a run. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. There's the handoff. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. Second down, we're going to throw it. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Buckeyes looking to cash in the red zone. On 1st down, it's play action. On the move now. Looking to the end zone. He had all day back there before throwing a strike. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than a conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain.
The back catches it on this play. To me, he almost looks like a wide receiver on the design. A little toe tap at the end. He's definitely been practicing that technique during practice.
Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. And he'll set up to throw. He escapes the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And we're able to get him down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Crucial 3rd down play right here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The ball is caught. He's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. 1st down, looking to throw the football. A short completion to the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference. Looking to throw it again. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert the 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing kick and return.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the 1st half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
So here we go. The first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. They're going to run it. End zone ahead. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
And the PAT stretches the lead to 17-0. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. The first play at the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. The pocket breaking down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
2nd down after that short completion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun looking for a receiver. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight.
Well, cold weather always seems to make life more difficult in the passing game. You can see this quarterback really wants that one back. That's a tough break on this interception.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. First down, we're going to throw the ball. That ball snagged for a completion. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looks left and finds his target there. Now the offense will spend the timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Offense moving closer to the line of game after that catch. Receiver in motion now. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Makes the grab on the move. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Great connection there for 6 points.
Chris, with another touchdown, this first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Job by the coverage team. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the receivers got it. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's an out route. The catch made. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. That completion makes it second and short. And here's the handoff. Buckeyes keep the football on the move.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Pulls it in. It's Hoffman. Brought down and crosses midfield to the 46.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
The Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. Escapes the pocket. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, we'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Now it's 2nd down here. QB keeper all the way. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, receiver makes the catch. And they get the conversion there. 1st down now from the 33.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the 2nd half. Get to a 3rd down. Got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert. And you keep working that clock.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The Buckeyes are going to cash in here in the red zone. Here's the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackled after the completion. Offense will now set up inside the 5.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Buckeyes line it up with 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State. He would not be stopped. The back was not going to be denied there. It's a red zone rushing touchdown.
Chris, as you know, when we get down in this red zone, we're most likely going to have to break a few more tackles because everything becomes so much more condensed. That's exactly what happens here. That's a great touchdown run.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Has the first down and more. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made on the out route. Finds room at the 30. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Bama. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Well, Kurt, Ohio State has the lead here after one. And they got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's review how we got here. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it comes out to the 25. No return. It's out. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Ricky behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. They'll hand it off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Tough situation with the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass rush closing in. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
The Alabama offense onto the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a
short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Dump off caught by the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Man, it's so valuable to have a back like this who can take a check down and turn it into a first down. That level of playmaking is such an asset to a team in today's game.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Throws to the tight end. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Dumps it down to the back of the clock.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. The tight end has got it. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. Looking to chuck it again. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, that one's picked off. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. Can't get past the 2, but at least avoid the safety.
I love watching the speed of this defense. This time doing a good job of reading their keys. They saw the guard pull, shot through the A-gap, used their speed and instincts to blow this play up.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Pounding away with the run game.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And now the handoff. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
And the returner will be brought down. Offense coming back onto the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, tied.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup and then going to that receiver for the score.
The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. Off the play fake. Looking to pass it. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
31, Alabama, 13.
Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 in a first down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.